The first step to updating your version of the ID framework is to go to the GitHub repository and download the latest version. The repository is located at github.com/Berkmar with 2 R's /Tom.bio viz. Follow the releases link and look for the green latest release flag. Under this you'll see the source code zip link, which you can click to download the new release. I'm using Chrome, so I can see the download coming in here. The framework is about 10 megabytes and so shouldn't take too long to download with a decent internet connection. Once the framework zip file is downloaded, I need to unzip it to a convenient location on my computer. I'm going to put it on my desktop because that's where I have the old version of the framework too. So here is the folder for the newer version of the framework on my desktop, and here is the older version. The next thing to do is move the knowledge base I'm working on from the old version into the new version. So I'm going into the folder for the old version and then into the KB folder. I'm working on knowledge base for Harvestman, and so I'm going to move this whole folder. I'm moving it rather than copying it because I don't want multiple versions of my knowledge base hanging around. So I'm going to cut this folder and paste it into the KB folder of the new version. I need to update the viz.html file, which is the basic web template that hosts the framework. So I open this in an editor such as Notepad and change from the default Biscuits knowledge base to the knowledge base that I want to work on, which in this case is Harvestman. Then I save the edited file. The final step is to start our local web server on the folder for the new release. Here I'm going to assume that you are using the Node.js web server as we recommended in early versions of the framework. I need to find a file in the old framework folder called server run bat and copy this into the folder for the new version of the framework. To start a local Node.js web server based on the new framework folder, I execute this bat file by double-clicking it. This opens a command window which indicates that the server is running. The server will run until I close this window. This is the address of the local web server. To run the new version of the framework on my Harvestman knowledge base, I simply put this address into my browser and click the viz.html file that I edited to point to my Harvestman knowledge base. This looks odd to me because it looks like the old version of the framework. This is because my browser has cached the old version. To refresh it with a forced cache clearance, I'm going to press the Ctrl, Shift and R keys together. Now that looks better. In this case, I've just upgraded to version 1.4.1, so I can check that all is well by looking at one of the new features of this version, such as the circle path key.